Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Krista.
For the Big Family Homestead. How cold is it?
I think it's at 11 on the way back.
So we cannot make this a 40-minute video. But here's the scoop. Question for you.
Just the big pile of snow behind you is funny.
Oh. World War II. How many people did the the German bad guy physically himself kill?
I have no idea how many he physically killed himself. That's not discussed.
It's not.
No.
Yet 6 million Jewish people, Holocaust victims, were murdered.
He had a hand in all of those.
I'm sure that he didn't run around. Well, we know historically he didn't do it. He didn't do it. How many more people who fought in the war died because of his words, his rhetoric, and his evil, but he didn't physically do it. He'd be a busy guy.
Sure.
So here's
over the course of what, 4 or 5 years of the war, I mean that's quite a few people he would have to kill each day. Yeah.
He's got a busy schedule. The point is, he didn't do it physically. He did not. So, logically, somebody else did. And a lot of somebody else's. There were a lot of engineers, a lot of soldiers, a lot of clerics, a lot of bookkeepers, attorneys, and the list goes on and on and on of the people who participated. People who started out meaning well, and for one reason or another got sucked into it. Some were just straight up evil out of the gate. And some were probably starting to go along with it because of pressure from work, or there's not enough food on the table, so I got to provide for the family somehow. I just won't. I'm not at fault because I'm being ordered to do this, so it's not me. I differ with that conclusion. I'm calling horse crap on that.
Yeah, you have a choice.
Here, we're not there yet. Hold on.
Okay.
So.
Sorry, I like to jump to the end.
No. And this is fine. But here's the question I have for you guys then. We now know that the FBI and probably CIA and a lot of the alphabet soup agencies most certainly did collude to censor free speech, break laws, and not just one or two, lots and lots of them. So I want to know where these men and women are who knew the difference and went along with it. Because isn't it kind of the same thing? It all leads to the same place. You control a person, and you control a person, you sway their mind, and then all of a sudden if they push back and they're not on your side, well, bad things happen.
Right.
So I want to know where the men and women in these alphabet soup agencies of honor have been hiding. You know, when I joined the military,
I think those folks are just keeping their head down and, don't pay attention to me. I'm going to just do my job.
Ride it out.
And ride it out. Exactly.
I'm just providing for my family.
Sure.
I've only got a few more years till retirement.
Sure.
So you'll trade your honor for that.
Yeah.
You'll trade your word. You'll break laws. So when I joined the military, I had to take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, not obey the unlawful dorkery, and yeah, that is a word, I just made it up, of those ding-dongs over there. Because they don't like some guy's political rhetoric. You know what? I'm pretty sure that the alphabet soup people have to take an oath that's either identical or similar.
Yes.
But I know they have to swear to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Yep.
Now, sorry, one more thing and then
No, it's good. You're good.
we know people who work in those agencies who are honorable. Or at least we hope they still are.
They were the last time.
They were the last time we knew them, or hung out.
Mm-hmm.
And there are whistleblowers.
Mm-hmm.
Far too few.
Yes.
Where are the people that can just say, blah, this happened. It happened to me. It's happening right now. They were breaking the constitutional laws. They were doing this and this and that for political gain. Where are they?
Those folks die in car crashes, honey.
Yeah, accidental deaths.
And have heart attacks.
That happens.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they hang themselves in prison cells.
Yeah.
Like people who know people.
Yeah.
Have islands and stuff. Those people.
Those people.
Mm-hmm. Let's just say that it's an occupational hazard of living if you're friends with the Clintons. We can see it. So there you have it. I want to know where these people are. Do they just not have honor?
They either don't have honor or they are part of the narrative.
Problem.
Yeah, they're part of the problem. Yeah.
So going back, how many millions of people died in Europe because of that one bad guy? Because his rhetoric, his evil, people jumped on board. People just said, well, I have to. They're going to blah, blah, blah. No. You know, there's a guy named Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Mm-hmm. He wrote, well, he was a pastor. Mm-hmm. Not a Jewish guy. He was,
Christian pastor.
Christian pastor.
Christian pastor.
Pastor. It's cold out here.
It is a little cold out here. Just a little.
And he got sent to jail and was ultimately killed, martyred, for standing up for the Jews and standing against the bad guy. Mm-hmm. He got on radio programs and he railed against him, and they said, shut your mouth.
Yeah. He was put in a concentration camp, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Ultimately, he was in jail for a while, and then
he
wrote a book called The Cost of Discipleship. I highly recommend it to anybody who's interested in seeing what it takes to have a spine these days.
No kidding. It's the mailman.
Mailman's here.
Wishing the kids Merry Christmas.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
The Cost of Discipleship. And you know what? Here's the reality, folks. We only draw X amount of breaths in our life, and then you become worm food. Mm-hmm. Then the eternal happens, right? One place or another, the eternal happens. So, you can stand for what is good and right and holy, or you can say, I had to. I was going to lose my vacation time. I couldn't speak out against my boss. I would possibly lose my job.
Give me a break.
Okay, Mom, thoughts?
It is a choice that they're making to do what's right, to uphold honor.
Or not.
Or not.
And the sad thing is, we're seeing it on display.
Well, and it's not just the alphabet soup people. It's everyone. You have a choice.
Truth.
You can either be a nasty wasty skunk or a good person.
Man or woman of honor.
Sure. Exactly. So.
Thoughts down below, people. Yeah. I'm sure they're already flowing in.
I would imagine, yes.
You guys have an amazing and blessed day.
Yep.